I'm back, y'all. I'm back. And this is my review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 15, Episode 12. You know, the Housewives, the show is getting more petty as the episode goes on, you know, and it is kind of getting a little hard to review. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I like the show. You know, I like The Real Housewives of Atlanta. However, it's getting a little childish. Back in the day, like I said, when it first started, they would do like charities and everything. They would host events. It would be fun. You know, now it's just like he said, she said. And it's like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to hear about no he said, she said. We saw who said it. Mayetta is filling Kenya in about what happened the night before because Kenya, you know, is recovering from falling. So she's letting her know, you know, what they were saying, and Candy and Drew going back and forth and everything, and basically just filling her in. So the night before, Marlo actually recorded Drew saying that she never kissed LaToya, and then Marlo sent it to Drew. And here, this is what I'm saying, Marlo. See, now you making me wonder if you also recorded Cynthia. You were trying to blame it on Yvonne. I can never get her name right. Yvonne. Was it you too, Marlo? Because you recording now. So now I wouldn't put it past you that you were recording for Nene. Allegedly. Drew and Sheree's talking. Drew says Candy is lying. Drew, and this is why I keep going back. I don't think Drew belongs on this show. Drew, LaToya literally said on the reunion that you and her were making out. Did you say she was lying on the reunion? I don't know. I can't remember. But you're trying to say Candy. How is Candy lying? LaToya said it. The person that you are accused, well, they're saying that you kissed. She said it. So how is Candy lying? Even if Candy can't be lying if LaToya said it. You can say, oh, what LaToya said is a lie. You can't say Candy is lying if LaToya said it. And Candy said she saw it with her own eyes. It doesn't make sense. If Candy says that she saw it, let's say Candy didn't see it. If Candy says LaToya said that you kissed her or you guys were kissing, that does not make Candy a liar. That makes LaToya a liar. If she's the one who said it, Candy will be just repeating what LaToya said, right? Am I missing something? Drew is in denial. Marlo said she saw it. Candy said she saw it. LaToya admitted to doing it. If Portia was on here, Portia probably would say, I saw it too. Kenya said she saw, oh, Kenya wasn't there. She was upset. How would you know when your eyes are closed? Kenya was tiptoeing back downstairs when Brooklyn was asleep to see what was going on. She saw it. Then Drew tried to say, oh, Candy is lying because she's trying to warm me up to the movie. Girl. Sheree takes him to a sound bath. It's something where they're meditating and everything. Everybody's pretty much, you know, thinking about their families and everything. Kenya's getting really emotional. She doesn't understand what she's doing to deserve Brooklyn. It's like, girl, Brooklyn is a blessing. You had her in your, you know, later years. Well, for maternity, you know, that was an advanced age for her to have a baby, and she should just appreciate, because Brooklyn is a very happy baby. You can tell she's jovial, and maybe God sent her to bring some sunshine into your life. You never know what the reason is. Just appreciate her. And you know, I want to go back to this whole the eggs with Mark and everything. And I know a lot of people were calling Kenya, crazy and everything. I just want to say, yes, Mark is really a jerk and everything like that, and you know, I don't think Kenya really wants to be with him, but I'm seeing it from a perspective where she's looking out for the best for Brooklyn. Let's call a thing a thing. Kenya is what, 50? I don't know her exact age, but Kenya is pushing 50 or she's 50. And Brooklyn is like 4 years old. Mostly Kenya's family is older. I don't think she has little cousins, people around Brooklyn's age. And even if she does, they're not in Atlanta. So I see why she's considering using her embryos with Mark. I just feel like Kenya doesn't want to leave Brooklyn here alone. That's all. That's what it all boils down to. So a dog is not going to do. She doesn't have any family. So Kenya is looking out for the best interest for Brooklyn. For her to have a sibling and somebody that she can grow up with and lean on, and I think that's what she's really dreading and she's sad about, and I feel like it worries her from day to day. So I do see where she's coming from. I'm not saying that she should use the embryos with Mark now, but I see why she is considering doing that. I see why she's considering doing that. She wants the best for Brooklyn, and I think people should just give her a break. They should give her a pass. Don't be so hard on her based on the situation that she's in. Brooklyn just met her grandfather, and she's 4. Mayetta starts rapping. No, Mayetta. Drew confronts Marlo about, recording her and sending the recording to LaToya, and LaToya sending it to Drew. Marlo made a comment about, I guess Drew said something about, what are you doing? What do you do for a living? And all this stuff. And Drew was like, and Marlo said, I do the same thing your husband do. We're both in technology. Me personally, I didn't see issue with Marlo saying that. Yes, Marlo was being shady, but like she said, if your husband is in technology, where is the read in that? If he's saying he works in technology, where's the read? I don't understand what the read is. Is he in technology, Drew? Is he? Drew makes reference to Marlo and tells her, make sure you can handle your legal affairs. Make sure you can take a drug test. No, ma'am. Not Miss Sheree asked you about a chef. Did you pay the chef? And you want to cry about it. And you talking about a drug test and everything. Now, to me, that's too far from Drew. Girl, that's too far to be a crybaby. And then next season, you're going to be crying if Marlo asks you about a drug test. See, that's why I don't really care for Drew. Because, you can dish it, but you can't take it. Why are you going there with Marlo? Did she take a drug? Can you pass a drug test? To me, that's too far. Her saying that, girl, me and Ralph in technology together, that's shady. I don't see why Drew took offense to that. I just don't see it for her to say drug test. You ain't had that smoke for Candy. You ain't had that much smoke for Sheree, but you want to have that smoke for Marlo. Marlo apologized. Sometimes Marlo to me, is just going through the motions. I think Marlo just apologizes to apologize. Courtney is problematic. No, Courtney. At first I was like, yeah, Courtney, bring her back on the show. But to me now, after she made that comment about Kenya, after Kenya could have literally hit her head and something traumatic could have happened, I just don't feel like she should be back on the show. So I don't want to talk about Courtney. It's like she always, to me, it seems like Courtney is always, like Candy said, that's like she's trying to get a rise out of somebody. Drew talks about how she's in counseling, but Ralph took a pause from the counseling. It's just her in there by herself. And you going so hard about Marlo saying he's in technology. I don't understand why Drew is going so hard on Marlo. Girl, you need to be taking that energy going in on Ralph. I wouldn't care what Marlo was saying about him. Not like that, but girl, that's not important. Her saying he in technology, girl, forget that technology. Worry about the lady oiling him down, okay? Well, not worrying about her. You don't know her. Worry about him letting her oil him down. Him not showing up to counseling and you in a whole marriage with him. You're in counseling. What are you counseling yourself? You can't. It's supposed to be, I believe it's marital counseling. And you worried about the wrong things. And then you actually texted to Ralph what happened. And Ralph texts Marlo, oh, keep my name out of it. Ralph, go get oiled down somewhere. Or go show up to counseling. What you texting Marlo for? Because she said that she's in technology just like you. I don't understand. I want Drew and I want Ralph off the screen. And yes, they probably have some drama coming up, but Drew's lies so much, allegedly. She lies so much, allegedly, that I don't even care about her and what's Mimi Faust's old girlfriend name? Ty. I don't care. Because Drew gonna deny it. Just like Ralph sitting up there getting oiled down, going missing in Tampa and stuff, and you got a nerve to be worried about what Marlo's saying about him being in technology. You got your priorities wrong, Drew. Your priorities are messed up. Don't worry about what they saying. You need to be figuring out what Ralph doing out here in these streets. That's an example of misplaced anger. You worried about the wrong things. Courtney calls Kenya a mean girl. Okay, say she's a mean girl. I don't think Kenya would ever wish no harm on nobody physically like that. That's two different things. I believe even if Courtney would have felt, Kenya would have came to her rescue. That's just the type of person Kenya is. Yes, Kenya, she's not really a villain. She's really not a mean girl. She does that for the show. I think she's genuinely a nice lady. She's not going to see anybody fall and her be like, that's what you get, that's karma. I don't think she would do that. If anything, I feel like she would be the first person there. Was Sonya there? I can't remember. I don't know if Sonya was there. The episode was not that great to me. Carlos said they needed a clean slate. I would miss the ladies, the OGs. Like Candy, Kenya, who else? Sheree. Everybody else, not really, because they haven't been on there that long. But I would miss them if they left. But they can't have the OGs with the new ladies. It's two different. It's like the OGs, which I'm considering Candy, Kenya, and Sheree. They all been on the show. They look at the show differently than the new ladies. It was a different show back then. When Sheree does her shade, I don't think Sheree does her shade to be like harmful or anything like that. I think she just throws shade and be wanting to talk out there like, girl, this just a show. I'm going to keep saying it. We need Nene back. Nene, Sheree, Kim, even though I know people don't want Kim to come back. Portia, Phaedra, even though I know Phaedra ain't coming back. Candy, Kenya, and Cynthia. That's what I'm missing. Cynthia. Okay, I'm missing my girl Cynthia. That's who we're missing. And yes, people are like, oh, they've been on for a long time. Yeah, but they got some things to hash out. Then they can go. But let them put a bow on it. Let Kim and Nene hash it out. Let Cynthia and Nene hash it out. Let Phaedra and Candy hash it out. Let Kenya and Nene hash it out. Let Portia and Kenya hash it out. That's how you go out with a bang. Then you can recast them. Y'all gonna have to give us an ending. Y'all not about to leave us with this cliffhanger. No. Please, Andy, can you open the door back and let Nene in? Open it back, Andy, and let Nene come back. Then we can say, you know what? They can go out with their arms up. They can do a little song or something like that. And then y'all can we can get new people. But until then, don't give us a new cast. Let us hash this stuff out. We got some business to take care of all these people. Then, or I don't know if they could do it on the Ultimate Girls Trip. Maybe on the Ultimate Girls Trip. Let the 8 of them come together. I know Candy cry like, girl, I know Candy, I know. And let them, they don't have to be friends at the end. Just put a bow on it. On a trip where they all go together to somewhere nice, somewhere fun, somewhere that's not raining, and they all hash it out. And then we see them go after that. Then they walk into the sunset after that. And then bring them back like 5 or 10 years later. What they up to. But other than that, I want an ending. I want a good, I think that would be a great episode. I think that would be a great short trip. Maybe do like a week trip. And then have some, like when they had the Dr. Jeff and they all were in the meeting. Not every day. There could be some fun days and some days it's going to be some tough days. But they all meet and hash it out and nobody can leave. If you walk out, you're not getting paid. But that would be like the ultimate show. And that would be a high rating show. Because that's some tension in that room. That's going to be some tension on that trip and in that room. But I feel like I'm giving my ladies grace that they will be able to hash it out like adults. They can hash it out like adults. If they know that the show is coming to an end. If they feel like they need to play up, you know, for another season, no. Let them know we just meeting for this one time for this show, and then y'all gonna be going y'all merry way. I would watch that. I would watch that. And y'all, let me host it. I can ask some questions. Let me be the host. I can ask a question. And Nene can read me, okay? She can read me like she read Dr. Jeff. That's my review, guys. I will see you guys in the next review. Bye.
On a good note, we did miss you, girl, because we did have a good time. It was good. It was good.
I'm glad you guys were able to work out whatever issues you had and moved on.
Like our little video message we sent you?
Nene, I know we don't know each other that well, but we can all stand next to each other. Then hopefully you can join us and we can make some more progress forward.
We love you.
Y'all are so lame.